Hello, Dumelang, and welcome to the Listen and Be Heard podcast. You know me, I am your host with the most. It is Tim the King. And you know how it goes, guys. I'm never alone. I'm always with my co-host and producer, the only Flo.
Hello, I come back.
Yes.
I've never seen the original video, I only see trends, I do challenges and all that.
Yeah.
But then, guys, welcome to Listen and Be Heard, man. You know the things, man. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, to tell the other friends, to tell the other friends, tell everyone. Come on, man, don't sleep on this.
Yeah. You know how it goes, guys. So today, it's an exciting day. We have a guest co-host, all right? So yes, super exciting lady. She's a vibe. So we're going to enjoy this one. Okuhle is the name. So Okuhle, holla at the peeps.
Hey peeps! Welcome to Listen and Be Heard. I'm going to be co-hosting alongside with my host today, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to enjoy this episode.
Exciting. So it's been raining, guys. There's been floods all around the country, and that is one thing that I want us to talk about amongst the topics that we're going to discuss today, which is COVID, the vaccine having arrived also, and the stats having reduced significantly. And you were about to say?
And the lifting of the alcohol ban.
Yes. The lifting of the alcohol ban as well. And then another exciting thing that we're going to discuss is how to create your own YouTube channel as well as a TikTok account. That's some exciting stuff. I'm really excited. We're going to learn a lot about that. But yes, as we said, it's been raining. What have you been up to during this 2 weeks of rain?
Probably just at home, and I'm really so much bothered by this rain because personally I don't like this type of weather. I like showing my body, so for over 2 weeks now I've just been bothered and feeling all kinds of emotions because of this rain. But other than that, I've been keeping safe. I've been good. How have you guys been doing?
Well, hey, I've been indoors. It's been great. I mean, just chilling, not having to stress much about the outdoors.
It rained on me like 5 times, dog. Like, every time I go outside,
it
surprise
decides.
rain.
It decides.
See, that is the unfortunate thing, is that you couldn't really tell when it's going to rain, and how long it's going to rain.
It's always cloudy.
So that was the tricky part. But otherwise, I mean, I enjoyed it.
And apparently the rain is still gonna be here. So if you are in Gauteng, just brace yourself for this kind of weather because it's gonna be hectic.
But which other places were affected though?
Yeah, well, we enjoyed the weather here. Some of us. Well,
some of us.
You.
Yeah. Some of us.
But in other places, it was devastating. It was tearing
there
apart.
are other places
houses.
where it was really hectic, especially in Mozambique and Swaziland. I know in particular they've been really affected because the floods came from the cyclone, right? This whole weather happening came from the cyclone. So they were affected by that, and it's been really hectic. A lot of people have died, a lot of have lost their homes. So that's been happening.
That has been happening, yes, even around the country, South Africa as well. I know in Limpopo there are some places that were affected. Venda had a lot of flooding.
Yeah, and Polokwane as well.
Polokwane as well. I know the Northern Cape.
The
Northern Cape. I also saw a video too on my social medias. It was floods all around, man.
But then have you ever guys been in a situation where like you experience the flooding actually happen? Maybe you are in a car driving and then this flooding happens.
I have actually.
Really?
Yeah. So we were home. I think I was pretty young then. It was around 2008. So we were at home, and then it started drizzling. But the drizzles were kind of weird because it was like the big big raindrops, and then it started like that, and then it was a big rain, and there was wind, and our roof and all the other places like that fall down. Our other house, even because I was in Eastern Cape, our other house even had fallen because of the floods. And I heard that my sister was driving home and her car was affected as well because what do you call this? It's like ice. So I don't know the word.
Hail.
Yeah. It was hailing. So she was affected by that. So we had to fix our homes, fix the cars, and fix all of the other things. So I've been in that position.
No, that must have been devastating.
It was devastating, but I didn't feel it because I was a kid. So it was devastating to the older people who understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand, but I was terrified at the time it was happening because the roof just went off like.
Looking back though, how do you feel? I mean, like that's like you just watch the roof fly off.
Flying,
Fly
like,
off.
boom. The ceiling also, like, oh, okay, so we're just in a hall now. It's just this house with 4 corners.
My experience wasn't that bad. I was in the taxi,
Okay.
and then it started raining, heavy rain, and then all of a sudden there's traffic, and then it started flooding. We were just waiting there, and then I started panicking when I see the water coming from the floor. We're like, oh shit, this is
In the
serious.
taxi?
In the taxi, yeah. Oh shit. And I'm hoping there's a lot of us. This taxi is heavy, it won't float.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing cars float, people started praying, it was a whole thing. So this small lady here crying, it was a whole thing. But we survived. We managed to survive. It wasn't that hectic, but
I mean,
But how did you get home?
Eventually it cooled off, and then we were able to, disperse.
wow. Okay.
It was scary at first though, because now we're standing on seats.
I can imagine, bro.
People
like,
praying, Lord, forgive me for my sins. Jesus.
That's when you know you're born again. That's when you know.
so was it that extreme, or was it just water in the car?
Just water in the car.
Like the car wasn't
Moving,
shaking,
nothing.
So basically, that is fascinating. I just want to find out what do you guys think? Is it that we are afraid of water, or like
we don't play like that. Water, nah, bruh,
Yeah.
I thought of jumping out the window, but then I was probably gonna find more water.
Of course. So you guys are holding on to your seats. That is exciting. I have been fortunate, I guess, because I've never been in any situation like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'm lucky. But it's also because I've always believed in that song that they taught us, Rain, go away.
Oh yeah.
So whenever I see rain,
believe
I still go back to that. I'm
Rain,
like, hey, not today, my man.
Does that help, or it's just believing?
It's what I believe. It's the law of attraction. When I think about it, so then that brings it to my reality.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, yes. Let's talk about COVID, guys. There's a lot of things happening. The stats have dropped.
Exactly.
The vaccine has arrived.
Lifting of alcohol.
The alcohol has been lifted. So that's exciting things happening all around.
Yeah.
Some scary.
Yeah. Very much.
But one thing I like very much is the fact that the stats have dropped significantly. What do you think? What do you guys think could have been the cause of that?
Well, from my side, I think it's just the people now knowing that Corona is really happening and adhering to the restrictions and the rules and everything.
Yeah.
So when people actually know that this is happening and people have been dying on this, and so they start now being careful about it. So I think people have stopped being ignorant at some point and realize that this is really happening and we need to take care of ourselves.
Of course. On that note, I have my mask. Okay, it's been taken away. But anyway,
I have mine.
it's not on me anymore. It's always on my neck. That's why I said I have my mask. We have our masks. We were talking about this on the last episode, the regulations, and how that's the one way we can help ourselves and help reduce the stats. And I'm glad to see that it's actually something that is happening. People are taking more caution now with regards to the virus.
At first you just heard people are dying, but then you never had someone or someone close to.
Yeah.
But then recently, people we know that are dying because of COVID. I think then that's to scare us, and then we start to sanitize, we start to take necessary precautions. Yeah,
that is true. Never really thought about it, but come to think about it, I remember my little brother also recently, his friend lost his mom. shout out to you, man. We're still have you in our hearts, my man. So yes, and since then, my little brother's been extra cautious. So it does make sense that
when it happens
very close, then you
know that
actually
it's
catch
real.
a wake up. You know, so yes, it has been happening. People are losing their lives, but I'm glad, like I said, that it seems to be reducing. I mean, there's less people catching the virus on a daily basis.
Yeah, let's get rid of this.
There's less people that are dying also. I mean, that is...
Well, and hopefully with the alcohol ban lifted right now, we're still going to keep the numbers like that. Because it might just get hectic. It might just get really bad.
But you know, there are some people that the lifting of alcohol means something else. It doesn't mean you can buy and drink and relax.
It
means
exactly.
Thank you, Ramaphosa.
Thank you, Ramaphosa. That is scary, though. Like I was listening to the speech, like when I was watching him address the nation, and as soon as he said alcohol has been lifted, there were vuvuzelas, but I haven't heard of vuvuzela in forever. Like ever since the 2010 World Cup, there hasn't been much vuvuzela around South Africa. But that night, it was as if we won the World Cup this time. Like it was scary, bro. But now, what I want to know is from you guys as well, is what do you guys think about the lifting of alcohol and its impact on the COVID stats and everything else around it? I mean,
and then what do you think we should do now? Cause like the ban alcohol is lifted. What do you think we should do to keep the numbers down? Because we know, like I said, people go you know. What should we do? Should we just stay home? Should we keep it in the comments,
yeah. So what I like doing, man, is having an intimate space. So basically, I don't like going out to go have fun and all of that stuff. When I feel like drinking, which is very, very seldom, but when I do feel like drinking, I opt to actually get my alcohol and sit at home. And I'm glad this is something I practiced before we had the lockdowns and whatnot. So it was much easier for me.
It's not much of a change.
Yes, but it's something that I feel we need to practice.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't we sit at home and drink? What's stopping us from doing that?
Well, because some other people, the only way to have fun is to be out of their place. Be with strangers that you're not even sure have COVID. Just be out there with people. So your type of fun is not some other people's type of fun.
Sure.
So you should also need to consider that. I'm an introvert, so I was not really affected by this whole lockdown. My life just continued as normal.
Just normal.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, you're on my side.
I'm on your side, and it's also even safe because when you go out there, there's a lot of things that could happen. When you're drinking indoors, you leave your phone here. You know that you're gonna find your phone right here. No one is gonna take your phone. No one's gonna try do something weird to you. So that's even on the safe side as well. So
this time with alcohol, who do you think is gonna screw us over first this time? Is it Savannah or Polo drivers?
Both of them. Both. You see those ones. If it's someone drinking Savannah and driving a Polo, just know. We're gonna die.
That's a bad combination.
That's a very bad combination.
I saw a picture the other day on social media. It was a taxi. Yeah, it was a taxi and a Polo. Having collided. Yes.
Yeah.
So now the caption there was, "Who do you think is at fault?"
That's a tricky one.
That's a tricky one.
So now imagine adding Savannah to the mix.
Oh my God.
Man. It's gonna be bad. If it gets to that point, I'm sure it's gonna be really hectic.
It's gonna be intense, eh? But otherwise, people are excited that the alcohol is lifted, the ban on alcohol has been lifted.
And I'm excited for, okay, not for drinking alcohol, but for the people who work with alcohol, the people who work at
breweries.
Yeah, my English just left. The people who work at breweries, the people who work at liquor stores, it means that now they can have an income and they can put food on the table. Because as much as we have the social relief grant, it's not enough compared to your normal salary. You can't do much with that. So if that is achieved, then I'm hoping that people are going to be more responsible and adhere to the rules.
Yeah. That is a very valid point. People are going to get back to work. Companies are going to start generating income, which means that the country also is going to get back into not necessarily full functionality, but a bit of functionality. Economically, we can balance out the books a little bit, you know, which is great. I mean, that is how it's supposed to be. Yes. Then there's the vaccine, guys. This is something that is scary. Like,
okay, but did you guys see how the president went to get the vaccine from the airport? Has there ever been any vaccine or anything health related that needed the president to go personally at the airport to take it?
That is a publicity stunt.
For me, it was just like a very scary Russian movie. It was just like they're distributing drugs. Which president? But let me talk.
Convoy.
Yeah. Just for the vaccine.
Just for the vaccine.
Wow.
And mind you, this vaccine is still gonna go into the labs. Why didn't it just take from India to the labs in South Africa, and that's that?
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be.
The president must escort the vaccine.
What is he gonna do?
Is he guarding it himself?
What is the vaccine gonna do again?
He's just seeing the vaccine move. He's the president. He's like, stop asking questions. He's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
I think so, right?
That is weird, though. That is weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
The vaccine. How do you feel about it?
It scares me. It scares me. I've seen challenges people going to. It scares me, dog. Because now I feel like it's too soon. And we don't even know what corona is yet. We are just, speculations. We just think flu-like symptoms.
Sure.
You know, this is how you fight it. We think, you know. And I just think, you know, the vaccine is going to have a couple of side effects that we might not like.
That we do not know yet.
Yeah.
But they also do not know yet. Because this is a trial.
It has not been tested on anyone, and millions of people are now getting the vaccine. I'm just hoping it's for the best, right?
Yeah, but we have people, guys, that are very close to us that are frontline healthcare workers. So, what do you think is going to happen with them? Because I mean, as you heard the president say, they're the first person to receive the vaccine. So if maybe my mom is a nurse, so she's going to get the vaccine regardless of how I feel about it.
About it, right?
So, but then I don't get it. So now, the doctors and nurses get it first, and then who comes next? The politicians?
I don't remember.
Did they not say the old people?
Yeah, old people.
And then from there, is it the politicians?
They should get it too because they're old.
I feel like they should get it first.
They are the old people.
They're the old people, so they should get it.
This is the interesting thing about politics is that they just play around with words. They never refer to themselves as old people, so you wouldn't expect them to be like, "Oh, but we're next." But they are old people, so that is why from frontline healthcare workers and all these. Service providers, then we have the old people, which is us politicians. Yay! That is what they're doing, guys. I mean,
also,
yeah.
Okay, with the health line workers, how much do they know about the vaccine? How much do we know about the vaccine as a country? And the health workers who are gonna get it first.
That's my point. If my mom is a nurse, she's gonna get it. And regardless of how I feel about it, and I don't like the sound of that. So, I mean, we still need to know more about this. vaccine, and I saw a post about it. If the government doesn't steal this vaccine, we don't want to do
it. So if there's no corruption related to it, don't take it.
Yeah,
don't want it. That's not the real thing.
It's not real.
It's not real. So yeah, are you getting it?
No, I'm not. I think my immune system is strong because I've never caught COVID, never had symptoms or anything like that. So I'm not gonna ruin my immune system with the vaccine. It might have a side effect. So I'm fine like this, guys. I'm good. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Those sins, no.
Imagine you're trying to drink. Yeah.
Yo, imagine. I'm just going to stick to steaming. Like I said the previous episode, I steam like crazy. 4 times a day. I steam. I will steam. I just steamed before we started this show. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep doing that. I don't want no vaccine on me.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take the vaccine?
I don't know.
Keep it going.
I feel like I still need to know more about it before I can make up my mind on it, you know, because we like we said, we really don't know much about this whole thing. So I'm not going to just assume also that the vaccine isn't fine, but also what I'm saying is I'm going to do my research. I'm going to find out what the hell is going on, hear all sides of the conspiracies, and then make up my mind from there. So right now I am just neutral.
Now they have to catch me to give me the vaccine. I'm gonna run. I will run.
Yeah.
I don't play.
You don't play like that. Yeah.
They have to catch me. They send a SWAT team or something.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is still the Listen and Be Heard podcast. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to now talk about the exciting stuff. We're going to talk about YouTube and TikTok.
Owie.